Hey there, YouTube. This is Vargas, and I am back again with another DVD update. I briefly mentioned in the previous video, this is the return of collecting through one of the sellers that I would buy. I would buy my movie since I can't go to flea markets until recently. I don't have any opportunity to go to flea markets as much as I used to. So other than Walmart or Target, at least at the $3 bin or the $5 bins that they have, my main resource of getting movies is through Power Movies or Moviefreakbazaar. I've mentioned this before. I had a little issue with Moviefreakbazaar a while back where a lot of my stuff was missing, or it was missing discs, and the straw that broke the camel's back is that a really big package of like almost 30 movies just up and disappeared, and I would go and it wasn't there. So I stopped buying through Moviefreakbazaar because of that, cause, it's kind of disappointing. But the owner reached out to me, apologized for the situation, said that unfortunately it was because of a couple of employees that he had hired that were helping him out, but that he was taking the reins of the business, and that that kind of stuff was not going to happen again. So I am always of the idea to give a person a second chance, and yeah, I decided to go back to the albums and start buying again. Not as much, because I do want to limit the stuff, because it is getting to a point where I can't fit any more movies unless I take stuff out, and I am taking stuff out. But I might have to take even more stuff out because I like collecting movies. That's the bread and butter of the collection, and I do have to get rid of some stuff that I'm not enjoying as much of as I am with movies, like comic books, some video games. I'm starting to get rid of some action figures, that stuff like that. But yes, I am trying to cut down. But yes, I'm back to buying movies through Moviefreakbazaar. So let's get started. Picked up this one, The Snake Strikes Back. Big fan of martial arts movies, especially these debatably low budget and poorly dubbed movies. This is the kind of stuff that I grew up watching on TV, and this is the kind of stuff that I enjoy, because these movies have good martial arts, or at least it looks good, even though it's probably not. And they're kind of like a nostalgic thing for me, and I really like the cover. The cover is really cool. So yeah, the only thing about collecting martial arts movies is that they tend to be released with different titles. So you might buy the same movie 3 times because it has 3 different titles. Same thing happens with some horror movies, especially like foreign movies. They get released and have different titles. Picked up this one, Cadet Kelly, for my never-ending Disney collection. Every time I think I'm close to having a complete Disney collection, I come across a movie that I have never seen before, and I need to buy, because you gotta catch them all, basically. I'm still trying to look for Smart House, that the one with Peggy Bundy, Katie Seagal, that she's like a house AI and then she goes crazy. That's the one I want to get, and the remake of That Darn Cat are the 2 main ones that I'm missing. But yeah, and I added another one. It's kind of like the kid-friendly G.I. Jane by the looks of it. This was one of the movies that disappeared in that last package. And he had it again, and I really wanted this. Another one for my Disney collection. The 2-movie collection of Old Yeller and Savage Sam, the sequel. So I really like Old Yeller. I have, if I'm not mistaken, the 2-disc collectors, but this one has the sequel, Savage Sam. So I wanted to get this one, and now I have both. Picked up another Doctor Who. I do know that there's on Blu-ray a complete collection of each one of the Doctors, but I like collecting these old releases. They have a couple of episodes, or a story arc, basically. But I like this kind of release, even though in the shelf it does get a lot. It gets to be a lot because they've released a lot of these individually. So realistically, I think it would be better to get the box set with the Doctor season or series. But I like this. I like collecting this. Picked up this one. I want to take out the stickers because I didn't pay this much for this. I got this one on sale. Samson and Delilah from the Bible collection. But I picked this one up because it has Elizabeth Hurley and Dennis Hopper. And I was like, Elizabeth Hurley and Dennis Hopper, I need to get this. Because Elizabeth Hurley, I remember her most from Bedazzled. That's probably my favorite movie that has her in it. But, yeah, and Dennis Hopper as just weird. I thought this was weird and unique, and I got it. Picked up this one, the special collector's edition of Infernal Affairs. I have the first one, also in the Dragon Dynasty. The number's covered up. This is number sticker number 6 in the Dragon Dynasty collection. I've gotten quite a few of them. I don't have them all, but I have gotten quite a few of them. And this is the sequel, but not really. It's a prequel to the first Infernal Affairs, and really annoying when they number it, but it's a prequel. So this is the prequel to Infernal Affairs, which in turn is the inspiration or the basis for The Departed, that Leonardo DiCaprio movie. So, yeah, that's cool. Picked up the remake of Superfly, which is not as cool as the original one. I do need to get the original one. I don't own a copy of the original Superfly. It's on my hunt list for a while. But they had the remake, and I was like, I know it's not as good because I've seen it. I prefer the original Superfly. But I still got it because I like owning the original and the remake. But the original is better. Picked up for my never-ending Jackie Chan collection. Much like Nicolas Cage, much like Disney, every time I think I'm close to getting a complete Jackie Chan collection, I come across something that I didn't have. And that is the case with this one, Railroad Tigers. This is, of course, a movie with a much older Jackie Chan, so what he's able to do is not as impressive as his earlier films, but I freaking love Jackie Chan. I love collecting Jackie Chan movies, even if I have a couple of movies that he's only in it for a couple of scenes. But he's there, and he's still working, and he's still making movies, so I will always buy a Jackie Chan movie, even if he's just in it for like 5 minutes in the flick. Whenever he pops up, it's really cool. But this one, he is the main star, and he does have a lot of screen time in this one. So yeah, this is cool for my Jackie Chan collection. And lastly, I picked up Once Upon a Time in Shanghai, the last of the movies I picked up, and another martial arts movie. It's one of my favorite genres, and the title Once Upon a Time has been used a lot in movies. Once Upon a Time in the West, Once Upon a Time in China, Once Upon a Time in Vietnam I have, Once Upon a Time in Shanghai. Just one of those really often used titles. So I haven't seen this one, so I don't know how it is. But the cover looks pretty badass. So yeah. So yeah, I didn't buy as much. I did buy some other things, but those things are going to go to Macabro. Professor Macabro is the one that handles the horror section, and I did buy some horror movies, both at the flea market and through Moviefreakbazaar. So stay tuned for that. And also, I will share another video with you in this trilogy of series. Because I did go and buy some stuff, some Halloween stuff. Because, again, I mentioned this is the Halloween season, and I did buy, not much, but I did buy some Halloween stuff that I want to share. So stay tuned for that. But until I see you all again, please take care. If you would be so kind to give me a like or a comment, I greatly appreciate it. And if you're new to the channel and you like what you see, hit that subscribe button. It helps a lot. But until I see you all again, which will be in the next video once I get everything set up for the Halloween haul, take care, and I'll see you in a bit.